Among many unusual New York rituals, this might stand out due to its longevity. For the past 23 years, in early May, hundreds of bikers cycled to the Cathedral Church of St. John the Divine in New York City to have their bicycles blessed. Even pets come along.
She just loves to go in Central Park, and when I'm getting ready to get on my bike, she looks at me really anxiously, wondering if she's going to go too, and is very excited to get on the bike.
Glen Goldstein started this unusual tradition. Not religious himself, Goldstein is an avid biker who got the idea from his mother.
Many years ago, my mother sent me a newspaper article about a blessing of the motorcycles at a shrine. And like all good sons, I took that article and threw it away. And many years later, I thought, this is not a bad idea. And so I came here to this wonderful cathedral and said, can I ask you a question? I was very embarrassed. I thought they would not like this, but they were very nice and welcoming. And we've been doing it for 23 years now. This is the 23rd year.
As for the purpose of the ceremony, Goldstein says he likes to think this blessing might keep him and many others a little safer.
But the church is beautiful and they're very nice to do this, and it's a nice thing to do. I think it's just a lovely ceremony.
Do I believe it helps? Amen. You gotta have faith. And you have all the help you can get, and it doesn't hurt, that's for sure.
As the pandemic worsened, many New Yorkers saw bikes as one of the safest means of transportation in this hard-hit city. Even the church priests admit they haven't taken the subway in more than a year.
At a time during this past year when we were all huddled in our homes in abject fear, and I don't know how many of you are actually from the city, but we were all so afraid to go out. And these brave people, many of whom are immigrants to this country, many of whom are not documented immigrants to this country, they went out on their bicycles so we would have something to eat when we were all afraid, huddled in our homes. And so the people on the bicycles really in many ways made life possible for us during the pandemic.
Each year, roughly 2 bicyclists a day are killed in accidents on U.S. roadways. Bikes painted white often appear as memorials at the sites where bicyclists have been killed.
Pedro Lopez, 41, Brooklyn.
Thaddeus Chakowski, 61, Brooklyn. Zudi Dasi, 79, Staten Island.
I think the ghost bike, it's a good cautionary tale for all of us. Seeing a bike there, and it's also a way to remember that a poor soul, lost his or her life doing what they liked, or even just going about their daily business.
I think it's tragic and it's sad, but it's good to have a memorial for people to realize that it is dangerous with cars and bicycles, like sharing the same roads, and for people to be aware, like how easy it is for cyclists to get injured when you have 1,000-pound vehicles riding next to them.
They come once a year to have their bikes blessed. Then they're off again, ready for another season of pedaling on city streets. For Anna Nelson in New York, Anna Rice, VOA News.